In this section, we'll be talking about demonstrative adjectives. And so in English, we use the words this, that, these, and those when we show or demonstrate something. So try not to think of these as we use demonstrative adjectives to demonstrate things. Let's just say it that way. So below are the Spanish forms for these words, along with meanings and examples. A helpful phrase to remember with these is this and these have T's. That little phrase will help you differentiate between some words that are very similar, as you'll see. So this and these have T's. Okay, here we go, demonstrative adjectives. To say this, we can say este. Este is the masculine singular form. So, for example, if I wanted to say this book is good, I could say este libro es bueno. Este libro. Just like our other adjectives, these are matching the nouns that they are modifying or describing. So, este libro. Right? If I want to say these, I could say estos libros son buenos. Estos libros. These books are good. Okay, everything kind of hinging on that main noun in the sentence. Right? If I want to say this, using the singular feminine version or form, I could say esta calculadora es mala. So this calculator is bad. An example with these, that is feminine, I could say estas plumas son malas. So these pens are bad. Right? To say that, we say ese. Ese. So ese niño es alto. All right, so that boy is tall. Okay, so if I want to say those, I could say esos niños son interesantes. Both of these examples being masculine. So esos niños son interesantes. So those kids or children are interesting. Right? Esa chica es inteligente. That girl is smart. Right? The plural form of those, the plural form of that is those. So if I want to say those chairs are short, I could say esas sillas son bajas. And finally we have that over there or those over there. That thing that's far away or those things that are far away. I could say aquel hombre, that man over there, es mi papá, aquel hombre. All right. Another example with those over there is necesito aquellos zapatos. I need those shoes. Necesito aquellos zapatos. Some examples with the feminine forms, we have aquella señora es bonita. That woman over there is pretty. And the plural form, aquellas camisas son negras. Those shirts over there are black. Okay, so if the demonstrative adjective is not referring to anything in specific, oftentimes phrases like, that is crazy. When that is not describing anything tangible that has necessarily, say, a gender, masculine or feminine, but it's a very generalized phrase, then we use what's called a neuter form. And if you've studied languages and you're thinking, oh my gosh, masculine and feminine was too much, neuter form, really? This is just too much. Take a look at German. German has masculine, feminine, and neuter kind of across the board. So anyway, just keep that in mind. We only have a few instances in Spanish, fortunately, and so here we go. So really hyper-generalized phrases that aren't referring to anything in particular, and I want to say this or that. Okay, I could say esto, right? So this is the neuter form, esto. Eso is how we would say that when it's hyper-generalized. We're not referring to anything in specific. If I want to say that over there, I would say aquello. Okay, so some examples include, well, that's good. Eso es bueno. Eso es bueno. Or, this is crazy. Esto es loco. Right? So those are some generalized kind of examples of phrases there that get used. Some other examples worth looking at here, and some activities for homework. Let's do one or two of these. How would I say this primo, this cousin, se llama Juan? So this cousin is named Juan. How would I say this cousin? All right, the options were either este or esta. Okay, so if you said este, you are correct. That is the masculine form. We're talking about a male cousin here, so it'd be este primo se llama Juan. All right, number two. How would I say that uncle or tío es inteligente, es ingeniero? So that uncle is smart. He's an engineer. How would I say that? Not that over there, not that one way over there, just that one right there. Okay, the options were ese and esa. Right? If you said ese, you are correct because we are referring to the masculine singular form here. So ese tío es inteligente. All right, so that's how we would do that section. And this one is some reading comprehension. And then using some words to write about your family. So anyway, stick to the homework that is mentioned in the chapter. Do those activities. And other than that, that is the section or this segment on demonstrative adjectives. And email with questions.